misunderestimate, or underestimate.
You lied.
Just making sure you were paying attention. You were. I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully. The responses have got to end in order for us to get the framework, the groundwork, not framework, the groundwork to discuss a framework for peace, to lay the. All right. We are not at war with Muslims. We don't have a beef with Muslims. We want to be friends with Muslims and Muslim children. We're fighting evil people. It's important for the boys and girls of Thurgood Marshall to know that we're fighting evil with good. And one way to fight evil with good is you can help by writing letters to boys and girls. And so, in my State of the Union, or my speech to the nation, whatever you want to call it, speech to the nation. I asked Americans to give 4,000 hours over the rest of your life of service to America. That's what I asked. I said 4,000 hours. There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, "Fool me once, shame on you." Fool me, we can't get fooled again. Our enemies are innovative and resourceful.
This nigga funny.
And so are we. Probably 20 to 30. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we. Parents are teaching their children right from wrong, and the message oftentimes gets undermined by the popular culture. You bet there's things the government can do. We can work with the entertainment industry to provide family hour. We can have filters on internets where public money is spent.
We got a little bit of technical difficulties right here.
Internets.
Internet.
Right, we're going to have a draft. We're not going to have a draft, period. We got an issue in America.
I ain't getting no sound up in
Too
this
many
piece.
good docs are getting out of business.
What happened? You can't hear no more?
Too many OBGYNs aren't able to practice their love with women all across this country. The good news is, and it's hard for some to
talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood, the hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
What it do? What it do? Everything good, bro?
Can't hear you.
What happened to the same? Let me get technical difficulties together. You can hear me? Can't hear you though. Can't hear you. Can't hear nobody. You hear me now?
Can't hear you. I ain't got no sound coming from you.
You still can't hear me? Can you hear me?
You hear me?
Yeah.
I was on mute.
All right, so now while he getting his hearing together, we're gonna be talking about a few things though, right? First, we're gonna have his top 5 worst presidents. Tony's top 5 worst presidents ever. That's the first thing. Now I know when somebody say the worst presidents ever, some of them joints just come to your head ASAP.
Yeah.
I don't know
exactly.
if it's the same ones that he had a problem with, but I know a few come to my head. ASAP. ASAP. So everybody tune in right now. That's we're gonna be getting into a few things, and we're gonna talk a little bit about Bernie Sanders, a congressman, a senator. We're gonna profile Bernie Sanders tonight too. You know what I'm saying? We do a little thing where we profile certain congressmen, certain senators. You know what I'm saying? Whether they Republican, Democrat, doesn't matter. You know, we just make sure we just profile them. You know what I'm saying? That what we looking like, bro? Still came?
Hey, I can't hear anybody.
Huh?
You say you can't hear?
So you can't hear nobody.
Hold on. That gotta be his headphones there.
Yeah.
Turn the volume. Yeah, volume. They can't even hear that. I'm tripping.
Exactly. I'm like, what?
Look. Hold on. Still came?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, let's roll then.
Now I was just introducing everybody to the Hood View Politics while you get your technical difficulties together, right?
Yeah.
Let them know that a few things we want to talk about. We're going to talk a little bit about Bernie Sanders. Let them know that we do profiles on certain, senators, congressmen, you know what I'm saying, Republican or Democrat. We do profiles. And then you take it, you know what I'm saying? You can take it from the information we get you. You know what I'm saying? Now,
you know what I'm saying?
And then the main thing we're going to do is Soul Brother Tony.
Right.
Top 5 worst presidents
of all time.
Of all ever. Hey, but when I think about
but you know what? I don't even know if we can go ever. I don't even know if we can ever because we don't go. I can't go backwards so far. You know what I'm saying? I went back to Nixon, but I was just a little kid when Nixon was fucking up.
It's probably some worse ones than Nixon. You know?
It is some worse, like Andrew Jackson. They said that nigga was terrible.
Jeez. We don't want to do that one.
They so bad. They trying to take him off.
You never know.
They trying to take Jackson off the $20 bill.
Yeah, what's that? Honorable mention, honorable, whatever the fuck that is.
Honorable mention.
Yeah. And we
something like that.
We got a couple of people gonna join us too. Got Shorty. Everybody know my little brother coming on Third Respectful joint. He gonna come in and join too.
Okay.
These things we got going on, especially the January 6th joint, man. I don't know if you've been following that.
I told you I was watching it live the other night. You know, it was some revelations up in that piece.
I know. If you watch that joint, yeah, do be some stuff. You like,
hey, hold up, man. I ain't know it was that deep.
You know, that tells like that.
Yeah, they got old boy wasn't trying to leave the office. He was gonna leave that thing. He was gonna leave that White House kicking and screaming.
Yes, indeed. He went around to everybody asking, hey, what y'all can do to overturn this thing, bro?
Yeah, can you help me out?
Gotta be a way I can do this.
I give you a couple of free weekends in Mar-a-Lago. You know, you can stay with my hotel or whatever. But what can you do for me?
I don't want to leave. Goddamn,
I'm not trying to leave this motherfucker.
Hey, that's crazy. A nigga started off wasn't sure he even wanted to be president to the point he didn't want to leave.
Right. He was shocked when he became president. Now, my God.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. But that January 6th shit, some serious shit. I need people, if y'all don't know, man, watch them hearings. I mean, that shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah, y'all got to tune in because it's a lot of stuff.
The video,
what you thought is more than you thought you knew.
That's true. The Proud Boys, you got the Oath Keeper thing going up in that thing.
Yeah,
they got some of them Proud Boys though.
Oh yeah, them Proud Boys, man. They trying to, I don't know, they call themselves trying to take over, or they trying to take things back to the 30s, the 40s, the 60s, and shit like that.
I think they was just like more you know what I'm saying, the hitmen, the armed
Yeah,
men. You know?
yeah. Because I was watching the first night, and they was like, had a reporter dude that was following the Proud Boys, and they was like the main ones, like they was the main instigators. Everything went through them.
Yeah. It's funny because Proud Boys, main man right here, the leader joined, the one that they got locked up. He's Spanish.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. That guy was Spanish. Making like he white.
Yeah. Right. he trying to pass.
Infiltrated the white joint, bro. So,
Ain't that some shit? He out here trying to pass, and he one of the main ones Trump was trying to send out the country. Figure that.
what's the best way to do it? Infiltrate him. He ain't the leader, so shit. He had a lot. He could stop.
Hey, look. As soon as all that shit was over, he was gonna still send his ass out. You know.
Hey, appreciate
that proud boy guy. Get him.
Hey, why them side of the fence for you, bro?
Right. You know, I'm gonna let you stay an extra 30 days because you helped me out.
Yeah, nah.
But other than that, you know, you got the roll, man.
Definitely be up there with them kids at that border. They fuck wrong.
Oh yeah, you has got to go.
ASAP.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no do not pass, go, do not pass, do not collect $200. You got to get the fuck out of here. You got to go. You and anybody else that look just like you.
That's no bullshit.
Yeah, he wasn't playing.
And y'all know motherfuckers, well, Republicans call themselves getting with the Democrats to make a bill for the gun control, right?
Yeah, yes. I peeped that.
Hopefully some bipartisan shit. As usual, they full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Republicans want something out of this deal. They want something out of this deal. So
no, they
it's not gonna just
like we was just talking about the Spanish dude in a white supremacy joint, right? They sabotaging this gun thing. They just want to be in the meeting so they can know what everybody want to do, stall this shit up, and then muck it up. Right. That's the only reason they there, bro.
Right. I don't think they're ever gonna muck this up because there's too many of them. In the summertime about to happen too, so it's about to be a lot more mass shootings happening. So this is not gonna go quietly.
Let's say the bill was passed in the Congress, right? So they got the raise the limit joint in there. They got the you can't have the so much capacities. All that's in there, right? I guarantee you, by the time Republicans finish clean this thing out, they're gonna take control, but there ain't gonna be nothing in there controlling that.
Man,
nothing.
And you know, speaking of mass shootings,
you be like, huh? Wait for Democrat votes. Like what? Mm-hmm. That's not what we was talking about, though, bro.
Exactly.
And you know, I want to speak of mass shootings. I get off from work the other Friday. I think it was Friday. I get off the bus. I'm gonna slide through Iverson Mall. I get there about 4:00. That joint, you know, I ain't even had no idea what went on. I got there, half of Iverson Mall shut down. They got tape inside and out. They found out 3 people got shot up there.
Yeah.
So, you know, like we've been talking about all this gun violence for the last couple of weeks, whatnot. And ever since the supermarket shooting and the 19 kids in Texas. But you know, it's like mass shootings every day. If it's more than 2 people getting shot, it's a mass shooting. So
that's what I was saying. What technically is a mass shooting?
If it's more
a mass shooting is a random act of violence.
Yeah,
what makes it mass though? It gotta be
three people. 3 people.
3 or more people.
Oh, okay.
3 people. So get that. 3 people. 3 people is a mass shooting. So all y'all out there, you know, it's mass shootings every day. I come from Palm Park. It's shit. It's 3-4 people getting shot at a time around there and in Landover all the time. So, you know, I grew up watching mass shootings.
Shit, right now in Chicago this weekend too. Chicago had 2 mass shootings in Chicago.
Chicago off the hook.
That's why I'm shocked when you see 3 or more is a mass shooting. It's like, really?
Yeah, 3.
That'd be shit.
3 or more.
Yeah.
You know, you get, you know, the way these niggas shoot, you know, they get a mass shooting 3 or more on an accident.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
But
that's
let's talk about this gun violence thing. Let's talk about this thing a little bit. Y'all don't realize when they try to purge, that we are going through a real life purge for real. Y'all ever thought about that?
The guns?
Oh, you mean the way people acting?
Yes, this is a real life purge we going through. Look at the white supremacist people that just picked up from. They's about to go and raid up another day going convention or another party. Like this is real life. We are getting exterminated. It don't even matter what race you are. We're getting exterminated. If you're not on the white supremacist side, you're getting done. I'm telling you, that's what's going on right now.
But still, they gotta manipulate people to do this stuff though. So the young people.
This is already organized. This stuff is planned out. Why didn't it matter what's happening when it like it is, like day after day after day? This is planned. This is planned. This is not random. It's like somebody just waking up in the morning and say, "I'm gonna go shoot." No, this is already planned. But you got they go in and check their internet blogs and stuff like that and find out they're part of a supremacist because this stuff is already planned out.
But you gotta look no further than what's going on with this January 6th thing and where these people are getting indoctrinated at. You know, you got groups like the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers and such, which is out here indoctrinating these people with these type of ideas and whatnot. And these are the same type of youngins out here. You know, they get into them at 12, 13, 14 years old and younger. And then by the time they 18, 17, 18, what are they doing? They going out here as soon as they turn 18 and purchase a automatic weapon, assault rifle, and they carrying out these type of mass shootings where you killing 10, 19, 28 and so forth and so on. How many people? So at some point, you know, that got to be addressed too, because you got these groups, these websites, and you got some politicians that is indoctrinating these people and getting inside their head and causing them to go off and do the stupid shit they doing.
Okay, so my thing is the January 6th. What y'all think what the outcome is going to be of all that?
Oh, everybody but Trump going to jail.
Nobody's going to jail.
They be going to jail though.
Nobody's going.
Somebody
to jail.
going to jail. Somebody going to jail.
Going to spend 6 months in jail.
I'm telling you, if it's only 6 days, 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 days, somebody going to jail, but it ain't gonna be Donald J. Trump.
No, now right now they got Trump. They got all his everybody that was in his cabinet almost. From the
so y'all really think this? Y'all really think somebody's going to jail?
Huh? Yeah. Everything. Yeah. See, you got to look back. You got to look back on Trump whole administration. Everything he done. Somebody done went to jail. Somebody but him. Manafort, Stone. You got, and this is a whole handful. It's a lot of people that fell on the sword and took a bullet for Trump. And it's the same thing is going to happen in this. Somebody's going to get hemmed up, but it ain't going to be him.
Let me tell you something. Nobody's going to get locked up for one because everybody can flip the story to Trump. Everybody putting the blame on Trump at this moment. Even his daughter, Giovanni, his lawyers, all of them.
Oh, he didn't came out talking about she don't know what she basically say she don't know what the fuck she talking about or she's senile or something. And he just said
exactly. So you mean to tell me somebody's going to jail?
Somebody going to jail. Somebody going to jail. Somebody going to jail.
This is an act of whatever he did. Everything I say, fuck jail, fuck everything else. This was an act of treason.
That too.
Okay, fuck jail, fuck everything else. That's what everybody failed to forget. No matter what's January 6th, they're not going to consider this an act of treason against our company.
Hey,
okay, this is
somebody going to jail.
Jail.
I don't know who yet.
Executed. People died in this shit.
Look, they're not having all these hearings on Capitol Hill in prime time. When have they ever had hearings like this in prime time We talking about
They're
the 8 o'clock,
distracting you from
the 8 o'clock
everything
to 11
else.
o'clock hour when the whole world is watching. Iran Contra wasn't in prime time. Bill Clinton hearings wasn't in prime time. None of them was.
Because they distracting us
Even
with everything else.
even they didn't even put as much as they wanted Hillary Clinton. They didn't even put Hillary Clinton hearings in prime time. These are in prime time when the whole world is watching and they screaming out, somebody going to jail.
It's tough.
Nobody's going to jail.
All right,
I'm telling you.
So far, the Justice Department has 800 charged more than 800 people with crimes related to the deadly assaults, the unsecured, or the whole January 6th joint. 800 people, bro.
Yeah.
So it ain't like, nah. That's a lot of people. It was a lot more people there destroying shit. And they keep talking about when Black Lives Matter to go do something. None of that shit even close to this wild ass shit. We talking about breaking into the White House, kicking the door in.
Yeah.
And look for
They went down. They went down. They went down to the seat of power. They went to the most powerful place, the second most powerful place on the planet.
They chased everybody, bro.
Yeah, and ran everybody out. They ran the vice president down into a bunker.
I couldn't
They ran
imagine
Nancy Pelosi out.
That made
Man,
black people chasing them
they
around.
they
bro.
they peed and defecated on her desk.
That too.
Somebody's going to jail.
And they had a newts.
They stole.
So no matter what, they have all these thousands of people that's locked up. Only 100 people locked up right now going through this. Even the regular people going through trial. What happened to? They didn't say nothing about them getting convicted yet. None of the regular people that's actually they caught storming through the Capitol. None of them got no convictions yet. Why?
It's not good.
You're waiting for this. This should have been.
A lot of well, you got to understand this too. A lot of it is got to do with COVID, and the courts are backed up.
Right.
So it's going to take a while. They're going to court, and it's something that's already it's something that already done pled guilty. Look, it's going to be some people. It might be, like I said, it might be a short time. They might get some short time, like 30 days, like Lori Loughlin did for that college admission scam or something like that. Yeah, they might get college admission scam time, but somebody, they gonna make an example out of somebody. You're not getting away.
This is an act of
with doing.
I'm telling you.
I don't understand. They haven't even brought that up in the hearing. I haven't heard nobody call it treason.
This is an act of treason. This is attack on our own democracy. I'm not understanding this. Like, I'm not understanding.
I haven't heard nobody call it.
I spent
It's some things that go without saying.
I'm sorry, if you watch the hearings, nobody even call it treason.
Nobody has said once.
Treason. They call it. They just call it what it is. They call it an attack.
Treason, though, because these are citizens running it. It wasn't Trump himself.
No. Even
though he directed this,
no.
He directed it. Is the thing. We did not.
For one, those people should have been. It's treason on them. They attacked the Capitol. They threatened the lives of citizens in the Capitol. That's treason.
A normal citizen be?
Yes.
Well. Let's get this. Let's get this. All of them was white. So you're not charging all them white people with treason. You know what the punishment. You know what the punishment for treason is. Treason is punishable by death. You're not killing all that white people. You're not sending all them white people to death row.
But this is live on TV. This is live on TV. January 6th, live on TV.
They didn't care.
Matter of fact, like you said, this is making news during everybody's peak time. Everybody's watching this. Not one time has said treason.
The actual meaning of treason, though, is the crime of betraying one's country, especially attempting to kill and overthrow the government.
Hold up. So whatever we're talking about don't matter.
Oh shit!
Whatever y'all saying don't matter.
Hey,
I don't care if you're a citizen. If you're a regular citizen.
Hey.
Yeah.
They voted. Them lawmakers.
Hey,
come on. In it.
Hey, look. I fuck it. I ain't got no shame in my game. I done been in more trouble than a little bit. I already know what's gonna happen. They go into court. They gonna plead them down.
That's what's gonna happen. Down.
They gonna plead them treason. They gonna plead them down.
Ain't nobody.
They gonna plead it. They gonna plead them. They gonna plead down treason. They gonna go past sedition. They gonna go down to I'm telling you, you watch.
You sign when you do like this and say you support the Constitution.
You watch.
That's treason, my nigga. I don't care what you're talking about.
I feel you. I know what it is, and I know what my eyes tell me. It's treason.
So my thing is,
but I'm going to tell you this much. I'm going to tell you this much. At the end of the day, the majority of them gonna get some shit like destruction of property. Watch. They're gonna plead them down to destruction of federal property and go find them and send them to 60 days and shit like that and send them on their way. They do it all the time.
Take the police off the street then, because you know what? Because by them being lawmakers, they know this is treason, but they don't let the police kill up people. But when it's an attack against our own government, our own kind, and they don't do nothing about it, we need a new government.
But this goes on. This goes on in courtrooms every day. I'm saying.
But now
I'm saying this goes on in courtrooms every day. That people will go to court for one thing, and will plead down to a whole nother thing, and get it to a lesser charge.
There's no lesser charge in that.
We gotta remember,
it's no lesser charge in that. No, because the government wrote this. They told you what the act of treason was. They told us. They told the world what the act of treason was, right? He just read the definition of it.
Okay, we know what the act of treason. We know what the act of murder is. But how many people then went to court for murder and pleaded down to something and pleaded down to manslaughter?
Murder. You talking about dividing a country? You talking about dividing the country? You talking about dividing a country?
All I'm saying is
democracy.
All I'm saying is
where did they go with these papers though, bro?
What they doing? They still a government property. This is treason.
Hey, my man taking pictures of it though.
Yes.
He still got them pictures somewhere too, bro.
Look at this is the act of treason. I don't care what you're talking about, and nobody on Capitol Hill is saying this.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you one thing: these white people is not thinking of this as treason. They just thinking of it as something they supposed to do.
No, this is.
I'm not. No. You got what I'm saying. No, what I'm saying is they don't see it like that. You know what I'm saying? They see it as it's something they supposed to do. It's something they gotta do. It been called on by the president. You know what I'm saying?
All of them, even the president, all of them, treason. Line them up. Line them up. This is treason.
It's definitely that.
Line them up. There's no way around it. And I'm still waiting for the government. I'm still waiting for Congress or somebody to stand up and say this is treason. It doesn't matter. This is well organized, well planned.
Look at this shit.
Everything.
Look at them motherfuckers.
You told us to kill the vice president. Oh, that's what the president said. Oh, maybe that's what he deserved. That's the vice president.
True.
This is treason. Oh, even by the words of his mouth to say something about killing the vice president, that's treason on the president's part. It's no way to discuss. Why are we discussing this? Why are we wasting billions and billions of tax dollars discussing this?
It's tough. I don't know what the problem is, but all those people they locked up, all of them ain't getting out of there, bro. And then the government people that they got going through these trials now, all of them ain't getting out of this either. The people that was helping Bush, well, Trump, I say Bush.
We just need people on a huge platform to understand what treason is. This cannot go unpunished. We let a lot of things go unpunished. If we let this treason go unpunished, look at the world right now. We are divided. You got 78 million people that voted for Trump. That's supremacists. 78 million people. About 79 million people over here. It's a war brewing.
My thing is, how can you get that many people to vote for a bigot? That's bad news for us.
It's easy. It's easy. This is the world we live in. It's either the right side, the right wing, left wing. That's all it is now. That's all it is. And the sad part is, it's a war brewing every day here. Every day here is just brewing. It's brewing. It's brewing, and it's getting. And nobody don't see it.
I'm gonna tell you, just like you said with the January 6th joints and the guns issue, it all comes down to, again, What politicians are voting for the right? Like, for example, there was a mass shooting. It was a bill put up ASAP. What politicians voting against it? Who holding shit up? You just gotta look and see who's doing that. You know what I'm saying? And
The
people don't do that.
200, the 204 Republicans that voted that's in the House that voted against it. 204 people voted against it at the House. 241 to 204. That's 204 people telling you we don't give a fuck if your kids die.
That's true.
And y'all putting these motherfuckers in office.
That's what I mean. The names of those people, you got the people that are voting against these things.
But you gotta think about it. They are in areas where it's nothing but predominant white people, older white people.
They getting away with that shit.
Montana and stuff like that. You know, man, they just go ahead and just whatever. But they need to put limitations, terms on the Senate seats.
Speaking
like
of that,
the presidency.
Sanders been in his shit forever. And when we talk about guns, he part of the problem when people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? He, back in the day, first of all, he voted constantly against the Brady bill. Constantly. I think 5-6 times, bro. Which make it clear where he coming from with that. You know what I'm saying? You can't get no clearer than that shit, you know? He voted against the gun. Every joint we put up that he voted against. So to me, see, that when he was running for president, that was the first issue. Once I seen that was he was doing, I ain't even pay no attention to him anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because the guns in our streets, when you see a black little boy, 16, 17 with a gun, or even a motherfucker in his 20s with a gun in his car, that comes from people like living in Vermont, Montana, all these places. You know what I'm saying? And they think that, okay, I'm a senator here, so I'm gonna vote this way. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Politics, bro. That's the very shit that he say he don't like about politicians. He don't like about Hillary and all them, right? But that's what he done with the gun issue. It's like he voted against it. Like, bro, we would have had so many bills passed. People don't be understanding when Democrats be in charge, they be putting these bills up. And when people like him, who so-called gonna vote with Democrats, when they put a bill up and he voted against it, they're not expecting him to do that. You know what I'm saying? No matter what his excuse is, he gonna say, "Oh yeah, I live in Vermont." Nobody care about that. It's people in Chicago, DC with guns.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know, that's the thing, and they know as long as they win their home state, some of them feel like they comfortable. I got my home state, and I can get as long as I keep my home state, and I can grab any other states. You know, focusing on the red states, I'm good. But no, it's deeper than that, and people, we need to just like really read. That's the part we lack, is the reading part.
Especially about the politicians. Don't be the person that don't follow politics and then just be like, yeah, I'm voting for him when it's time to vote for people. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know what's happening. Or be a person that watch Fox News all day and don't really know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? That's just lame.
Fox is a Republican station. Like, yeah, we our like all our lives.
Huh?
All our lives, we grew up on Fox 5, listening to Fox 5. Even they put all the black shows on Fox 5. But Fox 5 is a Republican brainwashing station.
That's true.
Brainwasher. That's why they keep the black people watching it. They put all our shows and stuff on there. Why? Because Fox 5, you can believe in anything. And that's what Fox does. It's a Republican station, the brainwashers.
That's something that me and Tony always be talking about Fox. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even show the hearings until the last minute. Because they can't show the hearings because they've been lying about the shit all these years, for a year now. Now all of a sudden they show the hearings and they're going to show how much they've been lying. So they don't want to do that. So I want to go back in history a little bit about Bernie Sanders, right? Now, the first time they had a mass shooting, the kids was killed. It was a bill put up then. This was around the time he was running for president, him and Hillary Clinton. And it was a debate. So I want everybody to listen to the debate between him, Martin O'Malley, and Hillary. This is about guns and the bill that they put up.
I'm glad we're talking about these things, but I've actually done them. We passed comprehensive gun safety legislation, not by looking at the pollings or looking at what the polls said. We actually did it. And Anderson, here tonight in our audience are two people that make this issue very, very real. Sandy and Lonnie Phillips are here from Colorado, and their daughter, Jessie, was one of those who lost their lives in that awful mass shooting in Aurora. Now, to try to transform their grief, they went to court, where sometimes progress does happen when you file in court. But in this case, you want to talk about a rigged game, Senator? The game was rigged. A man had sold 4,000 rounds of military ammunition to this person that killed their daughter, riddled her body with 5 bullets, and he didn't even ask where it was going. And not only did their case get thrown out of court, they were slapped with $200,000 in court fees because of the way that the NRA gets its way in our Congress, and we take a back seat. It's time to stand up and pass comprehensive gun safety legislation as a nation.
Senator Sanders, I want you to be able to respond. 30 seconds.
I think the governor gave a very good example about the weaknesses in that law, and I think we have to take another look at it. But here is the point, Governor. We can raise our voices, but I come from a rural state, and the views on gun control in rural states are different than in urban states, whether we like it or not. Our job is to bring people together around strong, common sense gun legislation. I think there is a vast majority in this country who want to do the right thing, and I intend to lead the country in bringing our people together
Senator,
on that
excuse
issue.
me. Senator, it was not about rural. Senator, it was not about rural and urban.
Exactly about
Have you ever
rural.
been to the Eastern Shore? Have you ever been to Western Maryland? We were able to pass this and still respect the hunting traditions of people who live in our rural areas. And we did it,
Governor,
Anderson, by leading with principle, not by pandering to the NRA
Well,
and
as
backing
somebody
down
has
to
a
the NRA.
D-minus voting record,
And I have an F
I
for
don't
the
think I am
NRA.
pandering, but you have not been in the United States Congress.
Well, maybe
and when
that's
you
a
want
healthy
to check
thing.
it out, and if you think,
My man said maybe that's a healthy thing. All right. There's a couple things I gotta break down on there, right?
Go ahead.
First, again, it was a mass shooting, right? And he again told him the one thing he voted against, he told a story of the man went in the joint with 4,000 rounds, bro. One of the rounds hit the little girl. One of the little girls he had in the stand, right? They sued the gun company. But because of the bill that never passed, not only did they get to sue them, they got sued for suing them. And they had to pay all the court fees for it. Now, he voted against the bill that would stop that bullshit.
Exactly.
You can vote. You can go and fucking sue these clowns that's selling guns to 17, 18-year-olds, knowing they 4,000 rounds to 18-year-olds. What are you doing that for? So to me, if you think, all right, I lost my child, I'm trying to sue whoever sold it to him. I'm gonna go to the store and get him. Then whoever. And they made it so you can't do shit. And then he voted to continue to let that happen. And people don't know that. Voted 5 times against the Brady bill, bro. So when you say the NRA, he got to be one of them paid because he votes for them. It ain't like he absent when they need his ass. You know what I'm saying?
But that's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Man. Trust me, this NRA, this gun bill, it's going to not affect the NRA at all. You know, okay, maybe raising the age limit to 20 from 18 to 21. Okay, that's nothing.
They'll let
You know, yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing that's going to hurt them. But they need to hurt them at the pocket. But they can't hurt them in the pocket because every one of them people that's sitting up there in the Congress, have money coming from the NRA. The NRA helps back them in support of their campaign.
Most definitely.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Look at Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr's father was assassinated. You know, and when he heard about the mass shooting, he was devastated. He said, "This stuff got to stop." y'all worrying about patting y'all pockets instead of worrying about our future.
Exactly. And we listed off last week all the Republicans is making all the money in our. He got to be one of them. And then again, when he beat up on, I say, who was he running? He ain't like Obama. He beat up Obama and Hillary about one thing. He always said, they all politicians. They do political bullshit. They do shit for political reasons, right? He just admitted that the only reason he's voting against the bill that stopped black kids from getting killed in the street and a mass shooter for going into schools is because where he live at, they like guns. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They see what he just did, Tony?
Bernie Sanders full of it.
They see what he did.
Mm-hmm. That's all I can say about that. Is Bernie Sanders is full of it.
You vote against all the gun shit.
You vote against all this shit.
So again, if he was president, it would be no bill coming up for gun control. None. Because he's not going to sign it.
If Bernie Sanders had ever got into that office, he would be on my list of 5 worst presidents.
Sure.
Because he
black people.
He claimed he a Democrat. He run as a Democrat.
We don't know what he is.
But all the things that Democrats try to pass, he blocked. But he's not really a Democrat for real. He's an independent who caucus with the Democrats.
True. Probably a plant. Bitch ass nigga.
I've been saying that. I think he a fucking plant.
He is a non-factor. He's one of them senators that got his way.
He's
He's a factor. He's a factor.
Be president, so he really is a fucked up factor.
He's a factor because he got a lot of followers and he got a big voting block. He got a lot of people that listen to what he say, and a lot of people. He gets his way and gets a lot of say in the Democratic Party because he got enough followers. He got enough people behind him that can sway an election. And that's power.
You think he got enough power to sway an election?
Yeah. What? He swayed that election, bro.
Hell yeah.
First thing, he lost. The whole race was over in the early summertime. He still was running, bro, almost to the winner. What are you doing, bro?
Right. And everybody had to kiss his ass up into the nomination time to get his voters, to get his followers and his voters to endorse Hillary and endorse whoever. And even when he said, because he gave a lukewarm endorsement of Hillary, he didn't come out with a full-throated endorsement. He came out with a lukewarm endorsement. He just did what he had to do. But because he did it that way, a lot of the people that, a lot of what they call them Bernie bros and all that type of mess, didn't vote for her and didn't come out for her.
Exactly.
And that was another reason that she lost the election.
She lost the election because one.
He trashed her.
No.
He trashed her.
Let me ask you.
No, you can't. Hold. You cannot say that the people did not want a woman president because Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. She got more. She got more votes, actual votes, than Trump. She didn't win the Electoral College. That's where he beat her at. But she got way more actual votes. She won the popular vote over Trump.
She had no chance of winning that election. Period.
All right, let me tell
you. She was not going to sway Arizona. Look at every single state that was flipped during this time.
Michigan.
She was not with Michigan, Georgia.
No.
Pennsylvania,
Michigan was the one fucked her up.
Ohio.
Michigan and Wisconsin fucked her up.
Yeah.
Look,
That's not
we know
electoral
that in the
she had no chance
presidential
of
we know
winning.
that in the presidential race it's not about how many votes you get. It's about how many it's about the state, which states you win in the electoral college.
Let me ask you this.
If it's about how many votes you get, Hillary Clinton smoked Donald Trump.
Let me
She
ask you this.
smoked him in the popular vote.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
But,
Let me ask you
but
this right. If he would have got out of the race like everybody normally do, when you
normally
know,
do.
when you know it's no points, it's no numbers, it's nothing can get you to her number. The shit is
Nothing.
over. Nothing you can do.
Nothing.
You know it's over. But you keep on running a campaign and beating her up, helping the Republican. And then Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. You don't think she could have got his voters if he didn't
Go
stop
back.
a time ago?
Go
Seriously?
back. Go
She
back
lost
to that.
like 300 votes in Pennsylvania,
Mhm.
shit like that, bruh. You can't get that many Bonnie Bros.
She couldn't get. She wasn't going to
All
win the
you
electoral.
have to
She
do.
wasn't going to win the electoral colleges. I'm telling you, she was not. Look how close Arizona was.
Look.
She had to flip major states, regardless if he was winning or not. And these major states that our
Check this out.
president Biden just barely flipped. Obama
Check this out.
flipped some of those, but didn't flip all of them. She needed big flips that she wasn't going to get from the
If you
very
go
beginning.
back, if you go back and watch that, if you go back and you will do research everything that went on in that election, Bernie Sanders gave Donald Trump the blueprint to beat Hillary Clinton with the email mess and some other stuff.
He kept that
All
going.
Donald Trump did to win that election is he picked up where Bernie Sanders left off. Bernie Sanders stayed in that race for one specific reason, and that's the reason was to trash Hillary Clinton, and he did that. He trashed her from the beginning.
He didn't win. She
After Bernie Sanders knew
he knew it.
that he lost that race and it was no chance and no way Bernie Sanders could win the nomination. Bernie Sanders stayed in that race for one reason and one reason only, to trash that woman. And Donald Trump picked up where Bernie Sanders left off. When Bernie Sanders had to drop out of that race, when he had no choice, but he knew it was over. There's nothing I can do. The day he dropped out, Donald Trump picked up the Bernie Sanders baton and ran with it, and he
So you
used
really
that
think? So you
blueprint to
really
be heard.
think that blueprint really would have that blueprint worked for him to win, for her to lose? That's not true.
All right,
Donald
let me
Trump-
explain.
Donald
Let me
Trump-
say it.
Donald
Let me give you
Trump
a
was
clarify.
president.
That is true.
Donald
Yeah.
Trump was president.
And you brought up Obama. What's the two things they didn't have? They didn't have no way left person running while they was running. What happened about when Biden ran? Those people drop out so he can run. They did the same thing with Obama. They dropped out so he can run clean. Your man Sanders stayed there, muddied the shit up, and just stayed there for the hell of it.
But my thing is, regardless if he didn't, she was not going to flip those key states.
Look,
She would have had the same votes Biden
Electoral.
had.
No, she
Look.
wouldn't have had. I'm
They
telling
never
y'all.
had
More
that person
people-
beating them up.
Look how many. Look how many
more
points.
agree on that?
people,
Look how many electoral
more
votes she
people
lost
voted
by.
for
It
Hillary
wasn't a close
Clinton
margin.
than for Donald
If
Trump.
the electoral margins was
But-
close, then I would say, yeah, that probably be the case. But the electoral margins were not
It
close.
was
for her winning.
close.
Pennsylvania
smoke her
was
in
like 1,000 votes.
He didn't smoke her in the electoral college.
It wasn't. Mm-mm.
He didn't smoke her.
I
He
know
didn't
she-
smoke her in the
He got
electoral
1,000
college.
early votes,
She
bro.
smoked him. She smoked him in a popular vote, which more people wanted Hillary Clinton to be president than Donald Trump. So you can't say that people wasn't ready for a woman president, because more people voted for her than Donald Trump. So you can't. So that argument goes out the window with saying that people wasn't ready for a woman president,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you can't say that. People was, except along the way, Donald Trump
Okay,
woke
Trump
up.
received 304 electoral votes to her 227. So y'all really seriously think by him saying no?
That's only two
No.
states. That's Pennsylvania,
No.
and Wisconsin.
Pennsylvania, she probably
Yeah.
could have won. Wisconsin,
All the states, all the electoral,
She's not
all
gonna win that.
electoral stock, all
Give those two back to
electoral
her.
college
It
votes
is
in all
it.
them states
She'll
are not
be her
given out,
winning.
are not evenly distributed.
And I'm
They're
No,
not
no, no,
guaranteed
evenly
no, no.
distributed.
Wisconsin was the main state where he had a lot of Bernie voters. Well, he could have took care of that, man, if he would dropped out and stopped campaigning for her in those states. It's real simple. How they don't normally do it.
She would not have. I don't see it. I'm looking at this map right now. I still see what could she put a pull if Bernie Sanders would have pulled out. I'm not understanding you.
Wisconsin, Pennsylvania.
Okay, that's still 300. She only had 227 votes.
But
That's
you
a
flip
number.
those
That's
two, then they
that's
tied.
34. No, they're not. That's 34.
Yes, they are. What you talking about?
34.
In fact, it's even if you flip those two to her.
15.
I would have made it where it's
Wisconsin
still,
and 10.
yeah.
15 and 10. That's 25. 25, 252. What? That's 262. And what? Bam! He's still winning.
No.
Look, in the end, at the end of the day, it was Bernie Sanders and Bernie Sanders supporters, or Bernie Bros and Bernie Hoes, or whoever they is.
Misleading black
They
people,
end up
Ice Cube,
they end up costing that
Killer Mike,
woman.
all those clown ass niggas.
Right. And plus you gotta understand another thing about that race. What Donald Trump did. People don't want to hear this and don't understand it sometimes. But as you get out to the middle of the country, into the Dakotas and the Wyomings and states like that, those states are increasingly white. And you got a lot of people that ain't never been around black people, ain't never seen black people. Yeah, you got people out there never seen black people. But he went to a place that is overwhelmingly white, and he woke up something in them people. He woke up a vote that carried him over the top. With what Bernie did with Bernie voters not voting for Hillary or him trashing Hillary and him going out there and waking up the hillbilly vote,
The KKK and white supremacists.
and the KKK and the white supremacists,
They
and
normally don't vote, so that was the vote that got
right,
votes.
they had a candidate. The far right,
That was their vote.
what the hell they call them?
Proud Boys, Oak Right.
Yeah, people like Proud Boys and stuff like that. They had a candidate, and then when you had a person like Bernie, who voters would not vote for Hillary, no matter what, and they ended up not voting. They ended up voting against their own interest, and he woke up, and Trump went out and woke up a section of voters that don't normally vote. So he just had the perfect storm at the time. You know, he woke up something that's not normally there, and Bernie took away something from Hillary that was normally that should have been there, and in states that.
Let me tell you something. When he woke up was the Supremists. Okay, they was tucked underneath. They was quiet. Here it is, Barack Obama. He's he's about to leave presidency. They need somebody that's going to charge him.
That's what we. You just repeated what we just said. So we all in agreement here. You just repeated what we just said.
But let me tell you something. If you look at that map, the people he woken up with was those key states. Those key states that y'all thought those key states y'all thought she's gonna flip. Those are the states that he went into because he had everything else under wraps. He went to those key states and woke those people up and told those people, "Hey, yeah, the big man, yeah, we about to take over this. We about to take over the U.S." Oh my!
The problem was this.
Y'all can't blame him for
The
that.
states,
Tell
the
you.
states that he woke up, it was states that she should have won it. That, and we're not saying that. I'm not saying that Hillary ain't got no fault in this either, because some of them states that her husband won, that
She couldn't
thought
win.
that- no. She didn't go into them states and campaign like she should have, because she thought she had them in the bank because Bill had them in the bank. But she got to understand one thing: Hillary is not Bill.
See, now you're waking up to what I'm saying. Now you slowly turning to my side. Now you slowly.
This is what I was saying the whole time.
But I'm saying, I'm telling y'all, Bernie Sanders had nothing to do with that. Because aren't they like when you was off on break? Bernie had why you was off on break?
Both can be true though.
But listen,
Bernie had a lot to do with it.
But while you was on break, I'm gonna tell you something. Like this last election, you had 78 million supremacist people out here voting for this man. Okay, 78 million.
No, bro.
All he had to do in 2000, what he did was in 2000 when he won it, he woke them motherfuckers up.
That's what I just said.
That's what I just said. I don't care about Bernie Sanders. I'm telling you, Bernie Sanders had no effect, because once he up, Bernie Sanders, it don't matter.
But you gotta understand.
But this case was still.
What you not understanding? What you not understanding is what Bernie Sanders took from Hillary Clinton, or what Bernie Sanders denied Hillary Clinton was
78 million.
Was enough.
78 million.
Nah, it wasn't that many.
8 million,
78 million is a lot.
Rabbit, am I lying?
It is. It was. That's not enough to win a presidency, though.
Look,
when it comes to that electoral college, it will.
Look.
If you don't sway that college, yeah, she said they sway the electoral college because she thought it's in the bag because why? Clinton. She felt that her to do with that. Actually, probably kind of helped her.
Look, what Bernie denied Hillary, or Bernie took from Hillary, was enough to offset what Trump did.
Yeah, they both can be true. He brought all of the races to get them over the hump, and they both can be true.
Because you had a lot of people. I mean, even what you were saying about a woman about not ready for a woman, I believe, look, by the fact that she won the popular vote, they're not ready for a woman president. That goes out the window. But you still had a lot of people, what they call them, misogynists. People don't get down with women or whatever. And you had a lot of racists that was woke up, and that was Trump. Trump was a candidate of the racists. He was a KKK candidate. Because if you think and you look back, we hadn't heard from David Duke in years. But when Trump ran, David Duke was back out there, and he didn't even want to turn down that endorsement. Well, I can't help who endorsed me. And that was just, basically saying, okay, race, KKK, come on. So, but when Bernie came back, Bernie came out and he didn't, he wasn't fully behind Hillary. He just gave her a lukewarm, a tepid, if you will, endorsement. Well, y'all, I asked my voters to go out and vote for Hillary. Bullshit. When Hillary lost to Obama,
and that was late as shit too.
Right. When Hillary lost to Obama, Hillary Hillary took a week before she muted?
Nah, sure.
Oh, when
that's what I'm telling you. It doesn't matter. She didn't do her. She failed her own job because she was the key state. She thought she was going to win. She didn't win because she thought she was a Clinton. So she thought she had those on her back. That was one.
Yeah,
Two, her campaign, she didn't have no campaign formula because she was
I
like,
agree.
my name
I
is Clinton.
agree with you. I agree
So
totally.
that's what
Because I've
I'm
been
saying.
said it was some things that Hillary was supposed to did that Hillary didn't do. Hillary thought she had a lot of things in the bag and a lot of states in the bag. She lost. Did she lose
That's
Arkansas?
why. Yeah.
She lost Arkansas.
All right, see,
Yeah.
y'all missing the big picture though, because she's a Democrat. Like she got to spend her time talking to us. So she going to black
No,
neighborhoods. You gotta watch that campaign. She had a good campaign, bro.
she had a good campaign. I'm not saying she didn't have a good campaign.
I'm saying she didn't. I'm saying she didn't have a good campaign.
Her
All right,
campaign was
let me tell
this.
you how she did it.
I'm gonna tell you what she did.
Go ahead.
She tried to run an Obama campaign. She's not Obama. She's not her husband. She's Hillary. And she should have ran the whole time. She should have ran a Hillary campaign. She didn't. That was her whole. That was one of her biggest. That was one of the biggest weaknesses of her whole campaign. She's not Bill.
Now, I'm gonna tell you how I completely disagree with y'all. Completely. As far as campaigning, she ran a good campaign, bro. Like from the beginning to the end.
I think she did too.
Started off with a speech from the beginning talking about police reform. Her first speech was police reform, bro. You know what I'm saying? Then, huh?
Go ahead. First speech was police reform. Write that down. Write that down.
That was her speech.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's saying she was running for president.
Mm-hmm.
It was on a police reform platform joint.
Now, you think how far you thought that? Yeah,
that.
So you start off with that. That's when catch. That's when catch the people. That's an eye catcher. Oh, okay. That's an eye catcher.
Let me finish though.
Okay.
All right, now you saying Arkansas and all that stuff. Okay, cool. But in the meantime, we had somebody like George Floyd and all these people was getting killed, right? So the only politician that was actually in the neighborhoods in these churches were her. She was there, and guess who was campaigning?
I agree.
Who was campaigning with her, side by side?
I agree.
The moms whose kids were killed by guns. They followed her whole campaign, bro. Why would they do that? You see what I'm saying? That's one thing.
I agree with you, and I agree.
And all that. She had to win South Carolina. She had to win these states where black people at first.
I agree totally with what you're saying.
She didn't win none of those though. Not doing that.
What do you mean?
I'm looking at the map right now.
Trump ain't win no black states.
What map you looking at compared to map? I got it on my screen.
What's the black state Trump won? He won
Ohio. Pull up the map. Pull up the map.
I'm telling you what it is. Ohio, Nebraska.
Pull up the map.
Wyoming. What are you talking about, bro?
Pull up the map. Pull up the map so the world can see.
Yana, hold on.
Pull up the map so the world can see.
I'm telling you what they are. Texas.
No. Open it up. No, tell.
I want you to tell me which one of these are black.
Come on, open it up.
Okay, them states, except for Ohio, because Ohio for some reason is always in play. But all the states you named,
Alaska, Arizona,
them red states,
Oklahoma, Kansas, Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania,
red states,
North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. He's supposed to win these.
Were they red, aren't they?
Them president. That's the Republicans. They win these all the time.
Okay, then open up the map. Open up the map. I'm about to show you the difference between her campaign. Like he said, she should have ran her campaign. She didn't run her campaign. But by her not running her campaign, that's why this map I'm looking at is completely red. She won all the West Coast. She won all the West Coast. I mean, from Nevada over. She didn't win. She won New Mexico and she won Wyoming. Everything in between that she lost. Everything on top of that she lost. Everything around that she lost till she got to Michigan. She won Detroit. She won Mrs. won to the top Idaho. And then over here she lost Florida, Ohio,
I need you to show me
Maryland,
a state that was not going to vote Republican, no matter who the Democrat was.
The same ones that voted this time and put freaking Biden in office.
Nah, bro.
Nah. Let me tell you something. Hold up. And I really hate to say it because it has never been
You got to remember,
Since
Shorty.
the last president that
Yeah,
really ran and won damn near every state was
No.
Ronald Reagan.
Shorty got to understand that the
And it has
Republicans
never
win
been-
those states all the time. Those states they win don't have the most delegates. The states
Right.
the Democrats win, like Los Angeles, New York, got the most delegates.
Right.
That what makes them even now.
Okay,
So they
Right.
always win all that red.
My thing is this,
Which is true, because
my thing is this,
if you ever watch if you ever watch the election coverage on, especially on the presidential election night, which is the only time it counts. Every time when you will get the East Coast, we'll get the East Coast results first. And then we'll jump out to the West Coast results. And do you know you notice that the majority of the time that when California come in, the race is called.
Yeah, the whole
because they
West
got
Coast,
the most-
Washington,
Yeah.
California,
But they don't.
if I say-
But like
all
Rabbit is
that's
saying,
good.
they don't have as many delegates
Yeah, they just
as California.
Okay,
They always
then
win those
listen.
states.
Okay, you're right. Now listen to me. If you put up both maps, the maps of her running and the maps of Biden running, look at those maps.
I think Biden won Pennsylvania like she should have.
Look at both the maps.
Biden is from Pennsylvania. He should have won
Biden-
Pennsylvania.
He won Georgia. He won Georgia.
Let me ask you: did he have somebody on the left side of him still beating him up ever? He didn't
Yes.
never have that.
Look at it.
Can you explain? Can you tell me that though?
Look at the maps.
Did he have Bernie Sanders?
Look at the
beating-
maps.
eating
Look
his
at the
knees?
maps.
Was Bernie Sanders beat-
Obama had Clinton beating on his knees.
When?
No, she didn't.
dropped
No, he
out.
didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
You just said.
No,
No,
he
I
didn't.
just said she dropped out late.
No, he
You
didn't.
said
No,
she
she
dropped
didn't.
out late
No, she
too.
didn't. People got mad. People got mad at Hillary. Whoa.
out
People
too
got
early.
mad at Hillary because when Hillary dropped out, she didn't endorse him for a week. Okay, that's normally how people do it. They'll take a few days off and digest what's going on, and then they'll come out before the winner.
So
Which she
so
did.
stop right
She
there.
came out
So
on a
stop
Saturday.
right
She
there.
came out. Hold on.
Stop
She
right
came out that Saturday, and then after that Saturday, when Hillary came out and she gave a full-throated endorsement of Barack Obama, and from that day on, not only did she go on the campaign trail, Bill went on the campaign trail for her, and you see everybody that's been associated with the Clintons went on the campaign trail and campaigned for Barack Obama. That
Okay,
didn't
then
happen with
stop.
Bernie.
Okay, now
That
stop
did
right
not
there.
happen with Bernie.
Okay, so you trying to tell me, just like you say, he waited till the last second to drop out, right? So what makes you think her waiting for that 1 week to endorse him, which she's a Democrat? Why a Democrat gonna wait another week why can't she just, when she drop out, I'm already endorsing him? So that
But
week,
but the thing
that
is-
1 week,
The
that 1
thing
week
is, she
could
dropped out.
have hindered him.
She dropped out early though. You see
Right.
the difference?
But
Right.
it didn't matter. She dropped out, but she still held her.
It wasn't
It
wasn't that. It wasn't that. Whoa!
That's a
It
big-
wasn't
that's a
that
big
she.
factor.
It wasn't that she
That's a
wasn't
big
going.
factor.
It wasn't
but
that
she
she
waited
wasn't
a
going
week,
to.
though.
It
But
wasn't
she waited
that
a
she
week.
was going to
So
endorse
her
him
people looking
because
like,
she
okay,
didn't
hold on,
have.
time out.
She didn't hold
What's
the press
going on?
conference till
Y'all
that
not looking at it. Y'all not
Saturday.
looking at it both sides. Y'all not looking at it
No, what I'm
both sides.
saying is,
So
she it was
it's a
no
big
rush.
endorsement.
It was no rush because she's already dropped out early.
Right.
Your man
But
said
she
3
still
months.
did that.
Everybody knew what she was going to do.
But that's
And
everybody
everybody
assumed.
knew she do.
Everybody
And-
assumed what she was going to do. Everybody
No,
assumed, but
everybody
her
knew
followers-
what
her
she was
followers
gonna
still
do.
thinking like, well, she's not endorsing them yet. What's going on? She waited a week. That still could have hindered him.
Sanders took 2 weeks to endorse her.
But,
Almost
it's,
longer
the,
than
but
that.
it's the same difference though.
After going 3 months too long after that.
It's still the same difference. Y'all not
No,
looking at it.
All I want you to think of when you say stuff like that is the whole picture of Obama didn't have nobody beating him up. Biden didn't have nobody beating him up if we're in that party. You feel me? There was nothing of that going on. Hillary had that going on the whole time.
She really wasn't going to win. She wasn't going to win the election. Period.
Not only that, she was in the going into court for the Benghazi hearings in the middle of her campaign.
That's because
Forgot about that.
they put that in it. She did that to herself.
What?
Oh my God.
It'd be a whole nother hour to go into that
Okay.
right there, bro.
Because you got to
That to
understand
herself?
what happened when she did. She should have been.
Eight
treason.
Benghazi
Look.
hearings.
She
The
covered
point-
it up. She knew about
The
it.
point of the whole
Come on
the point of the whole thing is this.
Wow.
American people, soldiers died. People died. American soldiers
When
died. And she
Barack
knew about it and
Obama,
lied and she didn't know about it. Are y'all
What?
fucking serious?
The Benghazi?
Hey.
She knew that was going on. She should have been evacuating them people. She didn't do that. She failed her job. I've been in the
Hey.
military, so I know that is not right.
Wait.
And you knew that. You was a Secretary of Defense and you knew that shit.
No, I
But
think
you
you
let
got
them people-
Benghazi wrong.
No. The emails proved it.
No.
She for one, well, she said she didn't know nothing about it, and then she found out emails that she knew about it.
No.
Then automatically you lied.
No, the problem was the severity of what was happening. She was getting the information that
Look
wasn't
here.
as severe, that it was way worse than she thought.
Look here.
Like
Because she said she didn't know nothing about the situation,
Exactly.
but she knew the situation. She was
That
sending
situation right
emails.
there was way worse. That wasn't that wasn't the information she had. It was worse than everybody thought it was. You see what I'm saying? The Benghazi shit just
Look.
went shit back to shit out of blue. What do you
She
mean?
knew it. The intelligence told her in advance. She did not tell them people to evacuate. Her first thing was to say, let's
The
plan on to come up with an
Secretary of
evacuation
State-
plan. Yes. That's your job. Those people over there,
I
Those
think
people
you
there
fell
were
into
under-
the Republican trap of making it seem like everything she did was serious. It was not.
Right.
She didn't have nothing she could do or not do in that situation, bro. It was just not her thing.
And
Well,
let's get one
Female
thing
said
straight.
about cooking fucking shit for her daughter was it didn't work. It was nothing. Dog,
When
she was-
Barack Obama,
hearings, different joints
shit.
about Benghazi, bro, and walked out there with nothing.
okay, I
I
like
mean,
how
what?
I want y'all to believe that. I want y'all to
The
believe that.
Republicans were running these things. They was trying to bite her head off.
I want, and
She
it's
was
all
running for president. At the
the
same
long
time.
and the short
she was-
of this whole conversation is this: when Barack Obama beat Hillary Clinton, Hillary did the right thing. When Bernie lost to Hillary, Bernie didn't do the right thing.
That's why I need Shorty to realize that right there. Once we get
Bernie
on
didn't
that,
do the right thing.
people just dropped out and said, "Hey, we did
Right.
Let's get it." He didn't do
Because
that.
let me tell you something. I remember the night when the primary they put Barack Obama on the top. I was watching the CNN and Paul Begala was on there. And you know that Paul Begala and the Clintons are close. They tight. So he was like, you could tell he was hurt because his candidate is lost. And they really wanted, Hillary to win.
Yeah.
But he said, and this is what he said. He said, "Well, I wanted Hillary to win, but Hillary lost." He said Barack Obama beat her. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm a Democrat, and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get through this hurt tonight, and tomorrow I'm gonna write a check for the maximum amount and donate to Barack Obama's campaign, and I'm gonna get out on the campaign trail. And I'm going to campaign to make Barack Obama our next president. That's what Hillary Clinton supporters said and did. And he said this live on CNN.
It's just a
Bernie supporters didn't do that.
Oh, hell, Killer Mike and them was still beating up Hillary ass. Fuck out of here.
What?
Nina Turner? Oh, they still ain't
Oh
stopping.
my God. Nina Turner was off the
I
hook.
just want y'all to think. I just want y'all to say, okay, if y'all believe that she could have won the election by electoral college, then
Yeah.
okay. No, I don't think so.
Look,
Popular vote, she could have won it all day long.
but
Electoral college, she
look,
was not going to win it.
this is the situation. She
She wasn't going to win it. I'm telling you.
She didn't win. She could have won, should have won, I think, but she didn't win. And we got Trump for 4 years, and now we still living with the consequences of having Trump for 4 years.
She even gave her a quit. And she didn't want to. That disgusting pig that was president. She had to do it though. And when his turn, he didn't give up. And that's Gil was into. Going to anyway.
There's a lot of things. It's a lot of protocol that's been broken, especially when it comes to that guy. But you ready for the top 5?
So that takes us to the top 5 worst presidents of all time from the soul brother himself. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well,
Let's get it.
Okay. Number 5. Number 5, I'm gonna go with W.
Which one is that?
No, I'm going with George Bush II. George W. Bush, the son. Number 5. Yeah. I'll go with him because the war in Iraq, the 9/11 attacks. It happened on his watch, but you really can't blame him for them because nobody knew they was coming. The lead up to that, the lead up to them attacks span a couple of presidencies. So it just happened to happen on his.
No. I disagree with that.
Me too. Yeah.
I disagree with that.
Go ahead.
All right,
Go
this is
ahead.
why I disagree with that because one, all right, okay, you got this man. The days of 9/11, what was this man doing? He was sitting in a school in Florida with a
He
book
was sitting in the
upside
school
down.
in Florida
book
reading the
up-
kids.
No, the book was upside down. And they're telling me the book was upside down. Go back and look at that video. The book was upside down. Okay, so he wasn't reading to the kids. Okay,
Stop.
so that's one.
I don't know. He might
That's
be efficient and reading upside down.
Yeah, now
Whatever.
he was
Now
smart.
I can't say the tax was totally his on him
No, I'm saying,
because
look,
Biden did warn him.
Because
he wasn't
because
warned
the
before he
Clinton
got in
warned him.
office.
Clinton warned
Yeah.
them. But Clinton been warned. But see, they've been dealing with Osama bin Laden since back in the
it's
Reagan
saying-
years.
Watch out
So-
for the attack. It gave him a
Yeah.
paper when he came in.
True.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
they
no,
told
but-
him.
When he walked in, he said,
Hold
"Hey."
on, let me
He
finish.
said, "What?"
Let me
Hey,
finish.
No, but
Let me finish.
if
Let me
if
finish.
you
Let me
already,
finish.
but I'm saying they already had them people's already in the country taking flying lessons. So you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but the thing was like
No.
this: you already was warned. Hey, this is about to happen.
Yeah.
Prepare for
He
this.
was warned.
He was
You was
warned, but
warned.
nobody told him to go check out X amount of flight schools. So
But no. But no, the intelligence is telling him you got an attack that's about to happen here in the United
Yeah,
States.
should have been prepared.
So my thing is like
understand.
this: if once you
I
okay,
understand.
Let me finish. Now, if you as president, you on guard, you on decon. You change your decon level once you find out an attack is about to happen here in your hometown. You change your decon level up even to whatever color or whatever you need to do as president to protect the United States
But
citizens.
ho,
But
wait a
hold on,
minute,
but you keep buttoning. Wait a minute, but don't
Wait a
let me
minute.
hear me out.
Go
No, hear
ahead.
me out. You button it. Okay, now he didn't fail to do that. He failed to do that. Now, two, he got people from that country here visiting in the White House. I ain't gonna say White House here in Washington. I ain't gonna say
They
White
did
House
do that. Yeah, I remember that.
here in Washington. Okay, you can't deny that. Prove that they were here in Washington visiting during 9/11 attack because he had to get them up out of here. That's two. Three.
You got the whole Bin Laden family out of here.
Then three, the war was not really. He needed that war. That was the perfect war for him to go get the person who tried to assassinate his fucking father, Osama bin Laden.
Wait a
Man,
minute.
man, Saddam Hussein.
Whoa. Hold up. Wait a minute. He was going after Saddam Hussein regardless.
Okay, but he needed a reason.
He didn't need
And
no
since-
reason. He was going
He
after.
did so. You can't. No,
he
you
was-
can't. You
nah.
no,
Oh, you
you
that
talking
was
about
convenient.
yeah.
No. That was convenient. That was convenient.
That's right. Okay, that's
Yeah.
what you're not listening to me. That's what I'm saying. You're not listening to me. I just
He's
said
already
That
gonna
was
do it.
convenient.
He wanted to go over there, but since they told him it's something about the attack here, he used that ammunition and say, okay, that it hit because he didn't change the decon.
Yeah.
That it hit. That gives me a reason to go war here, and then I can go and get where I want to go. But this is what I want to read. So this gives me a reason to go to where I want to get. They
I see what
attacked
you're
us.
saying. I see what you're saying.
Now let's go to get weapons of mass destruction. He needs
But-
those casualties for war.
Yeah, he used it. He
Yeah,
used
but
he
that's
used
what I'm
the
saying.
9/11
So
attacks
you
as an
saying-
excuse.
and plus the same thing is true is when he came in, that was he gonna do anyway because he tried to kill
Yeah.
his father before.
He
Yeah.
already knew that.
So that's what I'm saying. So what you said at the very beginning that he couldn't help it. He could have helped that a whole lot, bro. He could have helped that a whole lot.
Nah, he couldn't help Nobody knew, or nobody expected what happened on 9/11 in the way that it happened.
He was
Yeah,
told,
you could have
though.
said no, but who knew
Just the way
that
everything
they were going to
happened,
hijack
all
3
the-
planes?
Okay,
Whoa,
listen.
whoa,
We
whoa,
have
whoa.
a decon
Where
level
in the intelligence?
United
Wait a minute.
States.
Wait a minute. Where in the intelligence? Yeah, they had the intelligence that something might go down, but where in intelligence that they say that these people was going to hijack 3 planes and run them in the buildings?
Yeah, I mean, and then the buildings actually fall down. You're not expecting all that.
Okay. Then listen.
Right.
My thing is
Where?
this. So my thing is this: if I'm a sneak attacking you, you not know what. My thing is I'm sneak attacking you. I ain't gonna tell you how I'm gonna do it. Just know we coming for you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
So if you're gonna sneak attack me, how do I know what to look for?
Okay.
Yeah,
My thing is this right here. We have a decon level here. It tells us when we are about to get attacked, we move our decon level up and move our security up to a certain level. So if you know it's coming in as president, you don't know what attack is coming from.
But who knew?
Who
knew in the intelligence, in any intelligence, anywhere? Where was they saying that X amount of Muslim extremists or whatever they call them, Saudi extremists was gonna get on planes with razor blades and box cutters and hijack planes and run them in the buildings?
Okay, listen. Both of them true. Hold on. Both of these things y'all both saying true, because what Shorty's saying is both of y'all saying the same thing. What Shorty's saying is once he knows something like that, it's structures and things to happen that he didn't do. And what Tony's saying is, how do you know what was going to happen? What Shorty's saying is, it don't matter what was going to happen. If he would put things in structure, it would took care of whatever was going to happen. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because not saying it's going to totally prevent everything, but it will put everybody. It will put people on higher alert of what's going on.
Got you.
I agree with that, but it's still, no matter how high alert it is, who knew that X amount of people was gonna get on planes like normal people one day, and all of a sudden was gonna whip out box cutters and razors and take over a plane and run them in the buildings?
Let me tell you this. So let me see how many people in Buffalo decided we're gonna go grocery shopping and we're gonna go get some food and take home to our families, and this thing gets shot up. No one fucking knows how it's going to happen. But the thing is if you know somebody's going to attack a country, your country, and you're the leader of your country, you got to put things in place. You move your DEFCON levels to this, and that, and open things up to prevent an attack on your country, not leave your country.
If you're gonna go to certain DEFCON levels, that means you're gonna shut everything down.
No, you don't shut things down. It's certain DEFCON levels for everything.
I think
you're still running day-to-day operation.
Me personally, I think he dropped the ball in certain areas, but at the same time, I don't fully put the blame of shit falling down and all that shit on him. But he could have prepared himself more, and maybe it could have stopped it. You never know.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is,
how old is? I mean, what the hell?
Look, not only was the United States surprised, the whole world was surprised that day when that happened, because nobody was okay. You can be expecting something all day. You can be expecting me to sneak attack you from the left, but if I come from the right and you're not expecting it, what can you do?
Wait a minute.
All right, hold on. Stop
is he number 5 or number 1?
5.
He's number 5.
He's number 5.
Yeah, he's number 5.
For one, before you
number 5.
Before you say the things you said,
it's 4.
Before you say the things you said, I need you to look up DEFCON levels of the United States. They have some generic ones out there to show you what level of attack, because you know these time is coming to attack. They already attacked us. Saddam Hussein already attacked us once. He threw a bomb in the World Trade Center, so we wasn't expecting that either.
Yeah, that was the first. That was the first World Trade Center attack.
But the thing is, nobody wasn't expecting that either.
Well, let's move on to number 4.
Number 4?
Number 4 is his father. Number 4 is his father. I'm going with him for the same reasons. Basically ended up being the same reasons. Him, Iraq. He was in for 4 years.
Then stop right there. You said Iraq. Was it his fault we went to Iraq, or was Iraq tried to kill him to bring us over to Iraq? See, that's the thing y'all think about. Iraq was not
You
our
the
intent.
first one, right?
They didn't try to. They
the
didn't
very
try to
first.
kill him. They didn't try to kill him yet.
They said they did so try to assassinate him before.
They
That's why
tried
we
to.
went
They
to
tried.
war.
Whoa. You got to go back and look it up. They tried to kill him. They tried to kill
vice
him
president.
during. They tried to kill him during the Clinton years. That's when Clinton sent the. That's when Clinton sent the bomb over there.
Huh?
They tried to
Clinton
kill
came
him.
after him.
Yeah. Check that out.
Clinton came after him though.
Right. They tried to kill him during the Clinton years.
But they tried to kill him while he was in office too.
And Clinton sent the bomb over there. Clinton dropped the bomb on him. Now they might have tried to kill him in office. I don't
They
know.
did.
Somebody should have.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what sent us over to Iraq.
Said somebody
Nah. It was some other shit. Oh my goodness. But anyway, he number 4 on my list. Number 3, Ronald Reagan. And if you live through the Reagan years, nothing no need to be said. Inflation.
No. I kind of figured it's kind of like half and half. I give you 49-50 on that one. Because how he opened up the world and had the world come together and at the beginning of his term, then I kind of applaud that.
The world came together to do what?
But hey, the wall came down.
That's about the only thing.
That's
a signature moment. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
That's how I say his first term was good. Now the second term,
Okay.
I can't.
Okay, look.
Okay.
Both terms. Okay, we talking about Reagan. We talking about the Reagan years. We talking about Reaganomics. We talking about the Iran Contra. We're talking about the influx of drugs and guns on the streets during the Reagan years.
Yes.
Come on.
That's the most important. Oh shit.
Damn that wall. That wall ain't got nothing to do with us.
Okay, the drugs came in, but they flourished
during the Reagan years.
Bush years.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No. The drugs hit the streets in the 80s.
It's the last term, then it went into Bush joint.
Right.
Exactly.
The drugs hit the streets. The drugs hit the streets in the 80s. The crack hit the streets in the 80s.
It started with him in it.
Right.
It started his last year.
Whoa. The drugs and the crack hit the streets in the Reagan years. That's when you had the drugs, you had the cracks, you had the Reaganomics. That's when you had that trickle down economics that fuck people at the lower end of the economic scale.
He started that.
Something vicious. Something vicious. Something vicious.
And that's when they start calling trickle down bullshit. He started that
trickle down economics. And we're not even gonna get into Iran Contra. Yeah. And we ain't gonna get into the mess the CIA was in during the Reagan years.
He was terrible.
Reagan was off the hook. Okay.
For the former movie star.
Right. Yeah. You making all the movies with that monkey. Okay.
He was like that though.
Let's see, that was number 3. Okay, I'm gonna go with number 2. We're gonna move on number 2.
Hold up.
No.
That was 4.
That was 3.
That was son and
the 2 Bushes.
Oh, father, son. Okay, yeah.
W was 5. HW was 4.
So there's 3 right now.
Reagan is 3.
Reagan is 3. Okay.
Number 2 is Richard Milhouse Nixon.
Damn.
Yeah. And I got 2 words for you. Watergate.
He just fucked himself. I mean, he just literally fucked himself. I mean, ain't nothing you can talk about.
Yeah, that's all we got to say. That's all you got to say.
Exactly.
Watergate. They got a I think it's on Stars. They got a show now I got to tune into about Watergate, and the name just escaped me, but I'm gonna look that up and I'm gonna start that this weekend.
See, his problem was TV came in and like at the end of his thing, where TV was starting up, where he wasn't prepared for that. Reagan was new, where he was already a movie star and all that. So
right, and he had And Nixon had the first hearings that was televised.
I think he had a debate. He was in that joint sweating bullets.
He was in that debate. He was in that debate. What was it, Kennedy?
Yeah.
We was sweating like a dog.
Like somebody dumped a whole bucket of water on his head. Shit, he's still
But
trying.
you know, Nixon was a crook.
On top of that,
Nixon was a crook too. So we I mean, I was a little kid, but you know, like what, 5, 6, 7 years old at the time. But all you could turn on the news and all you hear was Watergate this and Watergate that, the Watergate hearings and the Haldeman and Ehrlichman and Spiro Agnew and Adlai Stevenson and all these cats, you know, like half of them, you know, most of them went to jail, just like with my number one politician, worst politician, but a lot of them went to jail and it didn't touch him. So, you know, he was gonna pardon all of them. Then I was gonna put Gerald Ford on my list. I was gonna put Gerald Ford on my list because Gerald Ford, he get an honorable mention because he pardoned all of them. He pardoned every last one of them. Talking about it was for the good of the country. That wasn't for the good of the country. Lock their ass up. And my number one.
Before you
go ahead.
I got another one that's a runner up here. You know, everybody forget about. Yeah, on this list, Lyndon Johnson. Y'all don't understand what he did as a president.
Yeah,
I believe.
Okay, I got one thing. I got one thing he did. I got one thing he did as a president, and that'll keep him off the list. He passed the Civil Rights Act.
He had no choice because Kennedy was killed.
I don't care if he had a choice or not.
But no, he didn't have a choice.
If
Kennedy
it doesn't matter.
It wouldn't have happened.
It doesn't matter.
Pass, bro.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. His signature on it. If you look at the signature, if you look at the Civil Rights Act, the name is Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Like, who can you put him in? You can't put him over one of the Bushes, right? You can't.
Who?
Like, who can you? What? See
what I'm saying? Johnson was one of the worst presidents ever.
Who? Lyndon Johnson.
He started the war. He's basically put us over there in the fucking war over there.
We know.
Fight for the cocaine, for the drugs and stuff.
None of these bad ones out though.
Nah, that's right.
Now, you know
who you gonna take out to put him in? You see, I could have actually took out one of the Bushes and put Gerald Ford in.
No, see, Reagan, you could take him out because you said drugs started with Reagan, but drugs started with Johnson because that's when everybody was going overseas. We was going bringing all that cocaine over here, bringing it back in the military.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
we had to crack him. We had to crack in the gun epidemic during Ronald Reagan. That's Reagan. Okay, Reagan. That's all on Reagan.
But you got to think about it. Johnson brought in everything else. Johnson brought in the stuff to make the crack.
Reaganomics.
Yes, Johnson brought in everything to make the crack. Because when we was over there fighting in the freaking what is that? The Vietnam War. The Vietnam was about the drugs over there. Bring it over here.
Look,
that's what started the drugs. That's what started the drug pandemic right there.
You can't. You still ain't named which one.
I told you.
Right. Which one you gonna take out?
I told you what you said about the drugs with Reagan. Johnson basically Reagan. Because if you say Reagan up there because
let me tell you something.
Right?
Oh, let me tell you something. Let me do number one first.
Wait, whoa. Let me tell you something. Black people as a whole, in my lifetime,
Johnson.
In my lifetime, I'm 51 years old. Black people as a whole in my lifetime has never suffered as much under a president as they have under Ronald Reagan. You can no. Black people in my lifetime.
Black people with the war. Black people with the war. Got treated like shit.
You got realize.
Let me tell you something.
That time frame that Lyndon Johnson was president.
Come on. Let me tell you something. You remember when Reagan made the welfare queens comment, which was directed at black women.
Oh yeah. And the black bulky dude, whatever the fuck, big bulk, whatever you used to call him.
And Johnson said, "Feed the cracks to the niggers. They worthless."
And then he passed the civil rights bill. Fuck him.
But we had no
Feed
choice
crack.
because
They had
his
crack.
kid died.
They had crack. Wait a minute. They had crack. They had crack back there with Lyndon Johnson.
Hey,
What's
Lyndon
Lyndon
Johnson? I think it's a documentary or a movie. I don't know.
Johnson bought the
Nah.
shit over here. I'm telling
I like
you,
that joint.
Johnson bought the drugs over here.
Right.
That's why they went to
Co-
Vietnam.
I can believe that. I mean, because
civil rights though. So, like you
Right,
said,
come
passed
on,
civil rights,
man.
so
come on.
it's hard to put him on that.
All right.
You can't. You can't.
Yeah,
You
it was a
can't
bullet
talk.
it was a gun to his head. Sign this shit, or you got.
There wasn't no bullet to his head.
It was, basically. It was.
There wasn't no bullet to that
Just
man.
sign this shit.
That man.
You gotta
That
sign
man-
it. If you want to have a war that just killed the best president we ever had, there's about to be a war. Sign this shit before the black people go crazy. I'm telling you.
It was
He
close.
had no
Nah.
choice. The government's in his head. Johnson's
Nah, I'm not going.
Still
I'm
ain't
not
have to
going
do
for
it.
that one.
Fuck that.
I ain't
Go
going
ahead,
for
go
that
ahead, go
one.
ahead.
You still ain't have to
Okay, all right. Number one on my list. Come on, y'all know who it is. Donald J. Trump. And do we need to go down the list of all the things that make him the worst president in the history of the United States of America?
You know why you call him a billionaire? He ain't a billionaire.
Hmm?
He's got more tax frauds, invasions, and everything else.
You know?
I don't know. I don't know what his I don't know what his financial status is right now. But
Zero, broke. Broke.
I doubt that very seriously.
Nah, yeah, I doubt that.
He got the campaign. He got all that money from the campaign.
It ain't that because I bet you $1 to a donut that before he entered office, he put the majority of his money away somewhere where it can't be touched.
Man, that
So-
nigga got bread.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that nigga, he caked up.
He got a lot of
I ain't
investments. He got
I
investments.
ain't gonna say he ain't caked up.
You gotta
He
remember,
caked up.
they was debating on whether he had 5 million or 7 million. I mean 7 billion.
Right.
Flipping, bro.
The dude caked up. I give him that. But other than that, as a president, he
Muslims, first of all.
that was the first thing he did. No, that wasn't even the first thing he did. He said that Mexicans was rapists and
Oh yeah.
they was rapists and whatever. Then he banned Muslims and then and come on, man, all the dog whistles he threw out at black people wasn't even funny.
Oh yeah.
Come on,
Shithole countries, all that shit.
man. He catered to races.
Fine people on that side.
Yeah.
There's some fine folks though.
There's some fine folks on that side.
I know
So,
they supremacy.
you know, I mean, the thing this dude did, and I mean, the list we gotta have a whole nother show just to talk about him.
Not only that, he left office with the fewest amount of jobs ever created for any president.
Bam.
Stuff like that is just ridiculous.
And
He put the next president in a recession.
And let's not forget he's the lioness. He's the lioness mofo you ever seen in your life.
They clocked that nigga in. I don't even think you can live long enough to lie as many times he lied.
Man, that nigga got that nigga averaged 40 Pinocchios a day.
It had to be more than that. They said I think he left office about 52,000 motherfucking lies. Like nigga, everything that nigga said was a lie. Come on.
Hey,
Fuck.
that nigga terrible, man. That nigga
Man.
off the hook.
I that's a good list right there. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But
I'm just going, like I said, I'm going by the presidents that I lived through.
One,
You know what
one
I'm
thing
saying?
I would change. I will put Trump. I mean, Bush. I can't help. I can't see two people worse than him.
Right. I'm telling you, like, man, I thought about if I could put a Democrat on there, I would have put Jimmy Carter.
I don't know. Nixon and Trump is tough. They got to go ahead and Bush.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah. You do got a Democrat on there. You got Nixon on there.
Yeah, you got Nixon.
Nixon is Republican.
Hold up.
This is a Democrat.
Nixon is a Republican.
Democrat.
Nixon is a Republican.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
and Lyndon Johnson.
Yeah. I thought about Jimmy Carter for a minute, but I ain't doing that to my man Jimmy.
You
Because
couldn't
Jimmy,
even squeeze Jimmy Carter in there. What'd he do? You couldn't put him on here.
He helped.
I
He helped
mean,
Reagan.
Jimmy-
He helped Reagan get an
only
office.
thing,
Jeez.
no,
He lost every state too, didn't he?
no, yeah, he lost. No, that was
Jeez.
that.
That was
I don't think he lost. I don't think he lost every state. I think Reagan won damn near every state in his re-election.
Yeah.
But the thing that I was stuck on Jimmy Carter about is the 52 hostages. And then they played Jimmy on that hostage situation, because you know they released the hostages on the day that Reagan won the election or something like that.
That's when Steve. Hold up, you talk about that's when Steve Kerr's father got assassinated.
I'm not
I think-
sure
I think
when
that's- I think that's
Steve
when- I think that's when
Kerr
Steve
father
Kerr's
got assassinated.
because he was over there during that time when all that happened.
Oh, he was over in what was
Yeah,
it?
because he was
the
Beirut.
52
Beirut.
Iran held the 52 hostages.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the 52 hostages was in Iran. The Ayatollah, this when we talking about the Ayatollah Khomeini and all them characters.
Yeah, like I said, the only thing I do is just move them two up, Trump and Bush up, and take Nixon, put him at third. But other than
You
that,
put Nixon in third.
You got him right. Trump won, and you gotta go Bush, either one or two, regardless how that happens. He terrible. But it's hard to say the term. He did do 2 terms.
Yeah.
That was out. It was in the middle of the war. That second one though, but
Yeah, see he got that second term. He got that second term to so he could try to fix all the shitty.
Matter of fact, we just got hit by 9/11. That's what got his ass that term.
Yeah.
No, 9/11 was the first term. 9/11 was the first term.
That's how he got his second term.
No, that's not really how he got his second term. He got his second term because we had nobody. You had Kerry running for president. John Kerry.
He was better than Bush.
No, but he was worse than Hillary.
I remember I'm
Who?
We're gonna profile him.
Oh man, who? We gonna profile who?
Kerry, I forgot.
John Kerry? Yeah, man. You know, because you know that Swift boat thing was vicious.
That was
then
nice.
It turned out to be Then it turned out to be all lies.
Yeah,
that was straight.
That was the top 5. You good with that joint, Sean?
Yeah, it's good though.
The worst 5, put it like that. Worst top 5.
I'm like, because I gotta go back. You know, I can't go back any further. I gotta go back. Go by the presidents I lived through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm a history person, so I know about a lot of presidents.
Jackson was terrible too.
You know, Jackson was terrible.
We can go Johnson, Andrew Johnson was
yeah,
horrible. I mean,
anyone of them that had a slave.
Pope was horrible.
Automatically, trust me. Yeah, they terrible.
I read up on a lot of presidents, but you know, it's when you live through the mess that they caused. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you got
like the Reagan years. Remember, I mean, if you would actually, if you would actually live through the Reagan years, them 8 years was them 8 years was vicious. You seen some
presidents that ain't even work worse than Trump.
yeah, but.
They be that top 5 right there.
Oh yeah, but that's a good little. And you know, I thought you really wanted to do top 5 politicians, worst politicians, because I had a real list for that.
We're gonna have a long ass list doing that type shit.
Because I'm gonna start with Mitch McConnell. I'm gonna start with
Sarah Palin.
Oh, Sarah Palin. Oh my God, this nigga couldn't spell potato. Who else we got? Mitch McConnell, Newt Gingrich hypocrite ass.
Man, they terrible. This is the Hood View Politics, though. You know, appreciate Shorty for coming to this joint, man.
Yeah,
Give
we
me
sure
credit.
do.
You know what I'm saying, on his topics and shit. You know, we could have went on all night. We were gonna talk about
Yeah, we could have went all night, but I gotta get up early in the morning.
Tuesday, as usual. We back.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely for sure. That's
Oh
something.
yeah. No, we want to say, you know, we thank all y'all for tuning in. You know, like we were saying earlier, we got some big things coming. We gonna do something real nice for y'all out there, and go because I think it's our job to inform y'all and teach y'all a thing or two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know, teach y'all a thing or two, get y'all up on what's really going on out there. So, you know, if y'all keep tuning in, and you got some big stuff coming for you.
You got something to say, Shorty guy?
Just stay positive. Just pay attention. Get out and vote. Just vote. Vote every term. Just vote. Because right now it's a critical vote. Because if we don't vote now, it's going to be a Republican reign all the way through. And you think we can't get nothing done now? We're not going to be able to get nothing done.
That's why me and Tony here, we're going to explain to them how bad Republicans are. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing, yeah, we got these midterms coming up. And I think we need to do some research on some of these candidates that's running for these offices out here, because it's some doozies out here.
Oh yeah, we already started with Herschel Walker early.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Started
Plus,
with him.
you know,
he's not even part of the black family anymore. Like
he was the first one. And we had his son on our joint podcast. We were looking at his son too.
Oh my goodness.
His son talking nonsense. But yeah,
he got it from his daddy.
Yeah, that
he got it from his pappy. But yeah,